This shape looks dangerous because it is, and I'm going to do it on my client Simone, a mom of 3. And we'll see if she's going to survive it, if it's going to be incredible or a total disaster. But first we need to remove the old product, which looks quite different compared to the style we're about to do. She had hard gel extensions, and I have to say that previous nail technician did such a good job. She did them about 4 weeks ago and they're in pretty good condition, almost no lifting, and it seems like it doesn't matter when you're filing off the product, I mean what kind of nails to file off. But no, actually, if you're working on something that was done properly, usually it's much easier because they're not too thick, there's not that much to remove, you're not expecting something unusual under each nail, so this is quite a simple and fast process. And then we proceed with the dry manicure. Normally, when I see extensions that are in great condition, I tend to do fills instead of new extensions, but today we're doing something that is completely different shape and style. I'm using diamond flame shaped bit with red abrasive mark to clean this area around her nails, to push up the cuticles. And this is one of my favorite types of cuticle to work with because they're just so easy. So she has a little dry skin, like not too dry, but a little. And usually it makes it just so much easier when you're working with electric nail files. So if you have a skin like this, or maybe some of your friends do, just to let you know, it will be much easier to work with electric nail file. And then I'm going to trim the dead tissue with manicure scissors. She also has a couple hangnails and we definitely need to remove them too. I'm going to use scissors for that as well. And then we're about to do extensions. Since I'm going to do this extreme nail shape, I found dual forms that are edge shape, which is the shape we're about to do, and I want to see which size is going to fit on her nails, and I can already tell how long these nails are about to be. I apply dehydrator, non-acid primer because we're about to use polygel, and then a thin layer of the base coat which needs to be cured in LED lamp. And we picked this blue glitter polygel, which I think will be perfect here for this shape and for Simone too, because she really likes bright colors. And I'm going to apply it inside of the dual form. I keep seeing so many TikTok tutorials on YouTube where sometimes you're just taking polygel, just slap it inside of the dual form, and then it goes right on the nail. So sometimes for transition purposes it might be speed up, but if you are not taking time to properly apply this polygel onto the dual form, if you just squeeze it and then go right to the nail, I want to assure you nothing good is going to come out of it. You need to do the actual application. With dual forms it's much easier because all the application is right now when you're doing the dual form. So what should be done? You need to press on the product near the cuticle so it will be thinner. You need to do the same along the side walls. It should be thinner but not like paper thin, and you need to make sure there's enough product in the center. And then I applied it on her nail, we flash cured it, and before putting it back into the full-size lamp, I'm working on the underside, which is quite unusual with this shape because it has this ridge in the center, like an edge. And this is something different because usually we have this curve that we need to fix, but here we basically have like a V inside. So whenever you're working on the underside of the dual form, it's the same. I think it's much better to spend some time right now with your brush, just making sure it's even, it's smooth, rather than later when you realize it's so uneven and you need to file it all down, but filing of the product underneath is not easy. So just take your time with the brush, but do not press too much because our nail is not fully cured yet. And then I proceed doing the same. It feels a bit unusual doing this shape because there is this ridge in the center and we need to make sure there's product in there, because if you miss it, there might be this bubble in the center, and I think this shape is not going to look complete. However, I have to admit these dual forms are making our lives like 10 times easier, because I used to do the shape with regular forms, which means you need to fold it first, you need to place it on the nail, and then you do all the same stuff, but you're basically sculpting it with your own hands. And then there's always a lot of filing. So usually it was much easier to do that with acrylic or polygel, but it always required a few layers because it's kind of hard to build it all at once. So I have to say, inventing these dual forms, especially now that they have so many different kinds and styles, is pretty cool, especially with this shape where it's super important. If you accidentally put this ridge not in the center of the nail, if it will go to the side or to the opposite side, it's just not going to look good. So once I finish the application, we fully cure it in LED lamp for 2 minutes. And this is what they look like now. They're with dual forms, but they already look like they're almost finished, right? So the most satisfying part of these extensions is always dual forms removal, and looks like our nails are almost finished, right? I basically need to file the sidewalls just to make sure they're not sticking to the sidewalls of her nails, to make sure they're not going on the skin. On some nails, the product went a little bit outside of the dual form, so we also need to fix that. And of course, I need to make sure that this angle is matching on every single nail, because sometimes it may happen that one is more dramatic, one is less. And also you probably noticed that when I did the application, I didn't do the full length. I mean, we could do and go all the way with these dual forms, but we decided to go a little shorter. And we decided to do the most dramatic style of them all, just to make them as sharp as possible. And the good thing is that I don't really need to file much underneath, maybe just fix a little bit, because we already did the work with the brush. So then I buff them and seal with the top coat, and they look amazing. That's exactly what Simone said. She loved them, but what happened next? She came to me 2 days later, we live in the same building by the way, and said, "Hey girl, I love them, but I don't think I can function with them." So we ended up filing them like 2 times shorter and turned them into square shaped nails. And I also filed down this ridge on the top a little bit, so they will look like squares. And then she came back after 3.5 weeks, and let's take a look of what happened here. Wow, they are pretty good. I barely see any product lifting, and they look like normal square-shaped nails. Okay, let's do feel. The great thing about this shape is that if for some reason you realize that it's not really suitable with your lifestyle or you don't want it anymore, you can easily transition to another one, like we just did to the square, and all you need to do is just file it shorter and slightly file down the ridge. And the reason for that is because the cuticle area did not start with the ridge right away. It was smooth already. So I'm going to file off the outgrown part of the nail and file down the product underneath a little bit, because now as they grew longer, they seem kind of thick. And you guys probably noticed that the shape of her pinky is different. It's stiletto shape, and it's like that for a reason. Simone asked me to do her pinky as stiletto shape on both hands, and that's because she needs it for her work. So I wonder if you guys can guess what Simone's job is and why does she need her pinky to be like that. And meanwhile, I proceed with the fill. I file off the glossy top coat because that's all we have on the top. And then, as usual, we need to do dry manicure. So I push back the cuticles, I clean them, I take care of them, and of course we trim them with manicure scissors. And now all we need to do is to add some product near the cuticle, but on couple nails, it looks like we don't have enough color in the center, which means once her nails grow longer, I would say in a couple weeks, her nail might be visible underneath. And since we don't want that, I'm going to take the exact same polygel and apply it on some areas, just add more sparkles. So we want to do some kind of an ombre. So she will have this purple bluish glitter nails with an ombre into clear, like into her own nail. And that's exactly what we did. So this is what a normal 3 to 4 week fill should look like. As you can see, it's pretty simple, it's pretty quick. There's barely any lifting. That's why it usually takes about 1 hour or something like that. But she also asked me to keep the shape of her pinky as stiletto. So I'm going to fill the rest near the cuticle with transparent builder gel. If you prefer polygel, you can do that as well. But I picked builder gel because I can do the application without any need for further filing and shaping. I did some filing and shaping before, then I seal it with a glossy top coat, and this is how her nails look after fill. Now this length and shape is perfectly suitable for real life, for being a mom of 3, and for a job she's about to do that I hope you guys will be able to guess in the comments.